Okay, so that's all on DVD 3, and I'm still not done. I also give you some tips on looking better on video. Now, if you're looking at this video and you're saying to yourself, well, Tom, you don't look that hot. Well, that's just because I'm ugly. That has nothing to do. I'm doing the best I can. The color of the shirt. You should wear some makeup, and you got to be careful not to wear pattern ties and things like that. We talk a little bit about that. And you're not going to be I'm not going to make you into a gorgeous talk show host, but we happen to have a talk show host that was there in the crowd. She's interviewed several presidents and hundreds of top celebrities. She throws in a few tips, and she was right in the audience to help you look better when you're on video. Let's see. I also go into model releases and a little discussion of making sure people that are on your video that you have the permission to show their likeness so that they don't come back later and complain to you. And then also the types of shots that you should have in your video. There's quite a few different types of shots that you can have, and we show you examples. We actually show you the camera movement involved in some of them, especially on the Watch Me First video, of types of shots you should have and types of shots you should absolutely avoid in any video production. So we'll show those to you also. Let's see. Oh, and then at the end of number 3, we show you how and the software needed to put yourself in a gorgeous virtual set. This is amazing. This is green screen technology where you stand or sit in front of a big green screen and then put it into software, and you can put yourself in at the beach or in a beautiful ruins in Rome or wherever the virtual sets are that you happen to buy. And this is really amazing stuff. In fact, you see a little sample of this that we just shot really quick in this sales letter, where a helicopter or an aerial shot comes flying in right through the side of an office building, right up to a desk where I'm sitting on a virtual set. So very cool. Show you how to do that. Okay, so that's DVD 3. Now let's hit DVD 4, which runs for 50 minutes. That last one ran for 1 hour and 27 minutes. That was my first time on stage that day. Although I did introduce Mike earlier and give you some extra bonus tips that will surprise you with when you see the DVDs. All right, DVD 4 runs for 50 minutes. Now this starts out with a very high-end infomercial slash simulated talk show. I went out to Palm Springs, the CBS studios, to a guy that has a cookie cutter deal that is just beautiful. Because normally I don't like cookie cutter stuff, but this one makes perfect sense. So I shot a talk show with him, and it's going to run on leased access TV. In fact, I just ordered the contract for it's going to start running in the San Jose area of California as our first test market. And this guy has it down so well that you can knock out a beautiful, high-quality infomercial. Well, he calls them simulated talk show because that's what it is. It's basically a national talk show that he created, and you can pay to be on this show, and then he teaches you how to run it really cheaply in different markets around the country. You'll be amazed at how cheap you can run on leased access TV. Now the problem is that the government has forced the cable companies to provide this cheap airtime. So they don't want you on. They do everything they can to make it hard for you. So he has found a way to beat that system, save you thousands and thousands of dollars in trying to get the licenses and insurance and all the stuff that you have to get on leased access. And then he books the time for you so that you don't have to fight with all these individual cable channels, which is a total nightmare. But the results of this, he's been doing this for a lot of years for a lot of people, and he built up an enormous chiropractic firm just by running this show every day in his local market. And I forget how many new patients he got a week out of this, ended up building 6 or 7, I forget how many locations in his local area, and sold it out for a ton of money. And now he creates these for other professionals. So we show you all the details of that. how to get financed for it, and it's basically somewhere between a $15,000 and $30,000 production when you consider the fact that you're in the actual place where they shoot the evening news with $500,000 cameras, 4 of them surrounding you on a beautiful set, beautiful production, and you can, of course, see a sample here at our website. Okay, let's see 4 different ways that you can use the final production. Let's say you don't want to run it on TV. Maybe you want to put it on a DVD. Maybe you want to put it on your website. So we show you 4 different ways you can use this footage to really make you a lot of money. Mine has made a lot of money already just from the credibility of the show before it hasn't even run yet on TV. So lots of ways to use this, and we show them all to you. We also go into the psychological sales elements of infomercials. So all the things you need to include, even though this appears to be a talk show, I've carefully included certain elements so that people get their buttons pushed to emotionally move to action to what I want them to do. So those elements are brought out clearly in our discussion. It also shows you how to indirectly sell with infomercials. Most of the infomercials you see is the ab roller or Bowflex or something like that, where it's obvious they want you to go buy something right now. Well, I'm going to show you a way to do a backdoor method of selling using affiliate programs. So that's clearly discussed, because if this hits big, like I'm virtually certain it is because it's already working, I won't be able to handle the customer load. So in this case, I'll get checks, but I won't have to talk to customers individually. So I show you that whole method in our discussion. Also, how to act on an infomercial. And what I mean by that is I show you media tricks. I've had a lot of media training by some of the top people in the country on the tricks that you can embed in your infomercial to get people to do what you want them to do. Very cool stuff. It's all learned on this DVD. Let's see. Oh, in some cases, if you play your cards right, you can have your simulated talk show running for free. So we show you that method where, in essence, you pay to be on the air, but you get money back for being on the air. So this is very cool. Not hocus pocus. It sounds like it's hocus pocus, but it's a clear-cut method. If you're willing to put a little elbow grease in and learn, you can get contracts where people will pay you back when you run your infomercial and make it virtually free for you to become a celebrity. That is cool. Okay, let's see. Oh, you need to know how long these shows need to be, because they have to fit in now to the broadcast schedule. So we go into the length of the shows. And also, you can have something like this. Finance companies will finance this for you for as little as $250 a month. And we're talking about something that's an $8,000 or $10,000 production. I think around 8 you can get this done for. And you can either pay it yourself, or they can arrange financing for you so you don't have to put the big chunk of money out front. So this is a great credibility builder for only $250 a month. People blow that much on simple crappy ads and yellow page things that don't get them anything. This is a real credibility builder.